Hi, so today we are going to be working on the circle game video. And now the circle game, if you don't remember, or the penny game, is when you have two players, you each have a penny and you put a penny in this circle, and then the other player would go, and whoever puts down the last penny wins the game. So you want to be the player to put down the last penny. But there are a few rules in that when you play, your pennies all have to be within the circle. They can't go out, and they also cannot overlap on each other. So they have to be right next to each other inside the circle. So today the method that we are going to follow to ensure that you will always win when playing this game is, one, you need to go first. You need to place the penny in the center, and then the rest of the pennies you place down need to be 180 degrees from the other players. So obviously if you have to go first, you'd be player 1, and if you're trying to beat player 2. So let's just follow this method a little bit. So to show you how it works a little bit. So if I'm player 1, if to follow it, I would want to go first and my penny would go in the center. So now player 2 is going to go. So to follow the rules, I need to make sure that my player 1 penny goes 180 degrees like so, right? And then player 2 could go here. I would go 180 degrees. Player 2 might go right here. Okay, well then I'm going to go right here. Player 2 might go right here. And I'm going to go right here, there, and I'm last because we know that no more pennies can fit in here. So we know that that works. So basically with human error, there might be, of course, times when you don't put it exactly 180 degrees and you might come up with a problem. But if we're forgetting human error and pretending that we are all perfect humans, then that should work. So you might a few things that you might think about is, well, let's say I'm putting my penny down. Let's say this is player 2. Or let's say this is player, I put a penny here. Player 2 puts a penny here. Let's say that player 2 has a penny there. So then me, player 1, I would have wanted to go there, so they took her spot. Well, the reason why this couldn't happen is because originally, if player 2 would have put that penny there, you would have put the penny there following the 180 degrees, so that player 2 wouldn't have been there. And so that works. So if you were to think of a situation like that to arise, it should never actually happen, because if you're following the rules correctly, then player 2 should never have 2 across from the circle from each other, because after player 2 goes, you should have a penny that fills that space. So now if you were ever to play this penny game, the method to use is to go first, to go in the center, and then to place your pennies 180 degrees